See, I was deluded. Now I know them, and I don't like what I see. This is a very, very common experience. And what I have to tell them from what I know now is, okay, you probably didn't know them when you fell in love with them. You were projecting all this good stuff from your childhood. But you think you know them now, you don't. Because you're still projecting. But you're projecting now all the negative stuff from your childhood. It's time to start to get to know them. And this takes a process. And this now can lead us to the question of equality in relationships. How am I doing for time? Good. Okay. If we are going to move into a third phase, which is completely optional. Okay, so we have romantic phase, we have power struggle phase. Okay. We can move into another phase, which is maturity. That's optional. Most couples stay stuck in power struggle. And the power struggle looks like either conflict, overt conflict, heavy arguments, disagreements constantly, or a retreat into their individual worlds, and you have a kind of parallel marriage. Okay, staying together, still looking after the children, living under one roof, but not close, parallel. Or you have divorce, separation or divorce. These are general groups of power struggle. To have a mature relationship requires equality and requires ability to relate across differences. Relate to a person who's different from you. When we are in love, as I said, it's a projection. In a way, we're not seeing another person. We're seeing a projection of our own soul onto the other person. And otherness we're not happy with. When we move into the power struggle, we start to confront otherness. This person is this person is that. They're not for me. They're different from me. They're not for me. They're other. I don't like it. I'm not comfortable with other. I want me. Really, that's what we want. On a deep level, we would like somebody who's just supporting me. Which, of course, isn't, when we think about it, such a mature stance. What about this other? Can I learn about this other? Can I learn about their world? Can I talk to them with some peacefulness, some equanimity? Can I visit their world as a friend with interest, just to find out what's going on? What's their experience? How do I affect their experience? This requires maturity, and it requires some skill. Skill of communication. Ability to hear the other. Ability to express yourself so the other can hear you in a way that they can hear you without getting triggered. Because that's what's happening during the power struggle. We're triggering each other. What are we triggering? Our wounds from childhood. We're hitting the same sensitive areas that our parents hit. These are the things that drive us crazy. And this is what we react fall into a reactive kind of behavior. It's our primitive response to fear and danger. Right? So what some refer to as the reptilian brain, the old brain, clicks in, reactive behavior. And when that's happening, our cortex, our new brain, stops functioning. Our cortex can have perspective and think things through, but when we're in reactive mode, we don't do that. So one of the skills we need to learn to move into maturity is to calm down the reptilian brain so that our higher functioning can take place. To choose to listen, to move, and not be afraid. But what's being triggered is survival mechanisms. What we did as children to survive when we felt danger. So all of these are the skills that we bring into marriage. Right? How to survive when the going gets tough. Actually, we bring this into our adult life. We bring it into the world. Some of what we do in our professions are survival mechanisms, and it can work in the world, but it doesn't work in marriage. In marriage, for it to work, we need to calm down the reptile, not move into our survival mode, which may be wanting to win, to attack, or to retreat in some way, protect ourselves, hide away. These don't work in marriage. So we have to calm down. Don't react. Okay. I'm ready to hear you. Listen to you. It's what our parents didn't do this. Unless you're very, very exceptional parents. We didn't learn this. The older form of marriage with inequality in the roles enabled one to keep a lid on the other. And that would keep things calmed down. It's something like having a dictator in a country. You have an all-powerful person and they can keep order, some kind of order in the country. And order is good in many ways, but it holds people down. A lot of what they want, they have to swallow. And that's the way marriage was. One person having to swallow things for the other, and it's not good for either one, actually. So, what we're looking for now is equality. We have voices. But if these voices are in conflict, it doesn't work. Hence, higher divorce rates. We need to learn to express ourselves and to be heard in a fair way. And that's what our work, and I work a lot with my wife. Now, we're finding it, I first of all studied these new approaches to couples therapy and told my wife all about it, and she got excited. And she's moved into this, she's a sociologist originally, but she's moved into this field with me. I'm very happy because now we work, as much as possible, we work together with couples. And I think having both of us present, of course, something I haven't talked about is differences between men and women. Right? God has designed marriage to be between man and woman. This is you can look at it as a recipe for disaster because we don't want otherness. We're attracted to other. Okay? It's the polarity between men and women which attract us and bring us together. But if you hear a description, if you ask a woman what she would like, what qualities psychologist she would like in a husband, she'll describe a woman. All right? And some of the studies that have been done on homosexual relationships show that, well, okay, these men living with men can relate to each other very well. And they don't run into a lot of these power struggles that men and women do. So why did God make it so that generally men are attracted to women? All right? It's a matter of growth. We grow when we can move into each other's world and understand it. We mature. And psychologists who are working now in these new areas of couples therapy are saying that marriage can grow us up, finish our growing up process. We can mature in marriage. And that kind of maturity you can hardly get anywhere else. It's hugely challenging, but when we move into it,